Good evening, otherworldlies. This is Juliana Angel, your Dark Mass Diva. I'm back. Yes, okay. So, my eyes are still a little puffy. Feeling a little bit better. So-so. But I wanted to come back because people had a lot of questions online for me. I wanted to make sure I'm answering them all. Wanted to make sure I'm making some more content. Astral had to go back to work. Sensational, as you know him. So I thought I'd get online and make some more content for you guys. You guys had so many questions for me, so I thought I would start answering things for you. This one. Okay. Somebody said, "Where about these guys who say, 'I'm not into games'?" Bro. Okay, now, before I get into this, because this is going to be a deep dive, you guys, otherworldlies, my beloved people. Before I get into this, because it's going to sound like I'm really coming for someone, I'd like to say, just because I understand the situation does not mean I dislike people. I just understand the way the male mind works. That doesn't mean I dislike men. But I'm going to say something that's just harsh AF. Okay? When I start saying this stuff online and I start answering it, okay, in words, I get guys triggered and they go, "That's what I expect to hear from such a feminist." Okay, I know that's how their voice really sounds. First of all, I'm not a feminist. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I believe women should have rights and everything. Okay, I'm not a feminist. I don't financially support men. I'm not, a strong, independent woman. I'm not a feminist. Okay? I've always needed men. Alright? And I'm a feminine lady, and I like to be in my feminine. Okay? But let's make one thing clear. I understand men. I don't dislike them. I understand them. That doesn't mean I dislike them. It just means I understand you guys. I know where you're coming from. And just because I'm going to tell the truth about something doesn't mean I'm criticizing you. But if you feel described, don't be mad because I'm telling on you. And if I was a guy content creator, I would be telling you the same thing. It's just information you don't want to hear coming from a female. And I think you could look at me and tell I'm not a feminist. Okay? So here we go. Alright? Guys who say they're not into games. That's some bull. Every single man is into games. This is how the male mind works. Men are strategic. They're men, you guys. They're men. Okay? Men are constantly lying. And you're going, "Oh, how can you say that?" It's because they are. Men are constantly lying. Okay? The only time men tell you the truth is when they have no other choice. When they're backed against the wall. That's the only time they're going to tell you the truth. If they can get away with lying, they're going to lie as much as they possibly can. And you're like, what a messed up thing to say. No, that's the only time they're going to tell you the truth. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it gets you further. This is what telling the truth does. It hurts our feelings. It gives us more power. It gives the woman more power. The more truth you know about, the more power the woman has. So why would they tell us the truth? It hurts our feelings. So why would they tell us the truth? Okay, so why would they give us more power, and why would they hurt our feelings? It's giving us the advantage the more we know. And it's hurting our feelings. They're not going to get away with stuff once we know the truth. So why would they tell us the truth? Right? Okay. They're not... We will know more about them. We will have more advantages in the situation once we know the truth. Okay? They're not going to tell the truth until they realize that we already know. And even when we already know, they're still going to try to lie their way out of it. And the thing is, the only way they are going to tell us the truth is when we're ready to slap them. When we're ready to leave. When we've already left. That's the only way they're going to tell us the truth, when they have no other choice, when they know we already know. When we're looking them in the eye and they're like, and we say, you have no other choice but to tell me the truth because I already know. You lying MFer. You need to stop lying because I'm ready to hit you. And they know we already know. Because when men lie and they cover things up, they want to make themselves look like they're something they're not. So we like them more. If men completely told us the truth, we wouldn't like them. Okay, if they told us the truth, they're like, we have a bunch of women in our lives we'd like to have sex with, but they don't want to have sex with us. We're incredibly thirsty. We approached you and we want to have sex with you. That kind of stuff. Okay? We were hoping you'd have sex with us on the first night. I didn't think you were going to be this smart. Stuff like that. We have ex-girlfriends in our lives. That girl's not just a friend. Stuff like that. See, they won't do the right thing. Men won't do the right thing until they're forced to. Okay? They don't want us to know how much they hate themselves. They don't want us to know how thirsty they really are. They don't want us to know about the way they lust after their female friends. They don't want us to know if they have a criminal record. Okay, they don't want us to know about their past. They only tell us things if they think we're going to find out anyway, and it's going to bite them in the butt. Okay, and most guys don't think that far ahead because they're thinking with something else that's not their brain. They will lie as much as they possibly can to make themselves look better, and that's just strategy. They're just using strategy. If they told us the total truth about them, we wouldn't like them. Come on, think about it. Most guys don't want to look like total pigs. And guys are total pigs. I mean, men and women love differently. They don't love like we do. We look at them and go, that could be our future husband. Oh, that guy, he's such a sweetheart. Oh, wow. Okay, they lie about the money they make. They lie about what a good guy they are. They paint themselves as something they're not. Okay, guys say, oh yeah, I date. They're really married. Okay, they don't tell the truth about who they really are. Okay, they're hiding about a million things from you. Because if they told the truth about who they really are, you'd be like, nah, I'm going to pass on that one. The more intimidating you are, the more they're going to lie to you. Okay? They have a lot to lose by telling the truth. And they tell themselves you're not going to find out. They underestimate our intelligence. They really do. And I mean, Because men think they're smarter than we are. So they think we're not going to find out. They really actually think we're not going to find out. And they only tell us the truth if they realize that we know. And they really think we aren't going to find out. They really think we're not. But we find out. Women, on the other hand, we can get away with lying. We need to lie more to them. Because we can totally get away with it. If we have kids, we can totally hide it from them. If we've had a bunch of partners, we can totally hide it from them. They already think we have anyway. Now, realistically, I suggest you don't have a bunch of partners. That is really bad. All those diseases, all those guys that can stalk you, all those guys that just, whether they technically stalk you or not, if your cat is good, they're not going to leave you alone. You really hope they leave you alone. They're not going to if it's good. They're not. Trust me, mine is good. They don't want to leave me alone. I keep the body count low because there's always some consequence when I try to sleep with somebody. So I just don't do it. And plus, I am terrified of diseases. But guys who sleep with me just don't want to leave me alone. So I keep the count low. And now I'm in a relationship, and I'm glad I kept the count low because that's fewer guys that bother me, that I have to block, delete, and all this other stuff. So, and I've had a few guys literally that are stalkers that a bunch of bad stuff happened that I had to get rid of. So there was always a consequence every time I slept with somebody. I'm not somebody that guys didn't want to call afterwards. I'm somebody that, practically had to call the task force to get rid of the motherfucker. Excuse my language. Okay? Well, I'm a mom, so that's technically what they are. So, there was always a consequence. So, keep the body count low, if you can. Alright? Don't get curious about different guys in bed. They either suck or they don't. Okay? Guys are not a big deal. And every single guy is a liar. Every single guy. Even that really, really nice guy, he's being really nice. He's the least sincere one there is. Guys aren't really nice. If they're being nice, that's just their shtick. They're just playing a nice guy. Guys are not nice. If they're being nice, they just want something. Okay? Some people are more decent human beings than others, but guys are just inherently liars. They are. Because that's just the way the male mind works. It helps them get ahead if they lie. Think about it. Think about if you were on a job. Okay? If you were at work and you did not want to wear a mask and it was annoying. The mask was rubbing against your face, and you kept taking it off at work. And finally, the boss calls you in and goes, "Look, you need to wear your mask." And you're like, and you're just like, "I don't want to freaking wear my mask." So you kept taking it off. So the boss finally goes, "You know what? You're a health risk. I'm tired of seeing you take your mask off. Everybody's complaining. I'm going to have to let you go." So they let you go because you would not wear your mask. You're being hard-headed. You didn't want to wear your mask. Okay, so the next job you get, there's a gap in your employment. And he's looking at your resume and looking at you going, "I see there's a gap in your employment." And you're like, "Well, I didn't really want to put that one on my resume because, well, they were letting people go because of the pandemic." And they go, "Oh, okay, well, why didn't you put that?" "Well, I mean, all these other people are going to give me a glowing, a glowing reference, but this one, they just kind of let me go because of the pandemic, and it was just kind of a kind of job." "All right, well, that's a lie. They fired you because you wouldn't wear a mask. Because you were just you hated that job, and you were just kind of like, F you, I don't want to wear a mask there, and you didn't like the people you worked with, and you just felt like not wearing a mask. They basically fired you for not wearing a mask. So you're not going to put that one on your resume, right? Okay. But you're basically telling this interviewer that they let you go because of the pandemic. Well, I mean, that's sort of the truth. Sort of. And sort of a lie. Well, that's how men are. They sort of tell you the truth. A good lie has a drop of truth in it. That's how you tell a good lie. You put just a drop of truth in it so it's believable. That is how you tell a good lie. It has about 10% of the truth in it. If you ever want to get away with telling a good lie, and every man knows this, it has 10% of the truth in it. So then everybody goes, well, that kind of makes sense, and you're like, it really wasn't worth putting on a resume. So I didn't put it on there. I really only want good things on my resume. They let me go because of the pandemic, so why would I even want to put that on there? Oh, okay, well, I guess I kind of understand that. Later he's going, they call me back. So he gets the job. And later, this boss notices that you really don't like wearing your mask. So the boss kind of remembers that you say you used to work at the blah 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 factory or wherever it was. So they ring the people up and go, hey, did so-and-so used to work for you? Yeah. He really didn't like wearing his mask, so I kind of gave him his walking papers. Oh, really? Well, he doesn't like wearing his mask here either. Yeah, well, I let him go because he refused to wear it. Oh, really? Well, I've had to talk to him a few times about wearing his mask too. Yeah, well, that's why I fired him. Oh, you fired him? Yeah, because he wouldn't wear his mask. So now, this new employer realizes that you got fired because you wouldn't wear a mask. And now you're giving these new people a hard time because you don't want to wear a mask. Some people are just weird and they just don't want to wear a mask. So basically you're a liar for not wanting to wear a mask. That's like when your new girlfriend meets your ex-girlfriend and they have a little talk and realize that you pulled the same crap on both of them. But you made the ex kind of look like a psycho. The ex is not a psycho. She's actually really nice. But you're making her look like all kinds of a psycho, making her look like all kinds of a stalker. But you really were just a cheater or a liar or whatever you were, okay? But you're making her look all kinds of bad. When it's really just you doing the same stuff to her that you're doing in your new relationship. Okay, well, now the truth comes out. See what I'm saying? See, but guys basically lie. He basically got what he wanted from lying and mixing a little bit of truth in it. But guys lie. So when guys say, I'm not into games, you know what he's doing? He's trying to disarm you. Every single guy is into games. Guys play games. That's why guys like to play sports. That's why guys like to watch sports. Everything guys like is a sport. Whether they like to watch sports or not. Guys are into games. Guys lie. Guys are evasive. Guys look down when you confront them about stuff. Whether you ask them a question or not. If you don't ask them in just the right way, they will say, I didn't know you meant it like that. Guys will do anything to avoid telling you the total truth. Well, I didn't know if we were broken up or not. Okay, guys just want to get away with being on a break. Guys want to get away with sleeping with somebody else at the same time that they're with you. Guys want to get away with anything they possibly can. Guys want to get away with sleeping with multiple women. Guys want to get away with being with you and flirting with other women. Guys want to get away with avoiding commitment as long as they possibly can. They do. Even when they know you're good. Okay, they want to get away with having more power in the relationship. Okay. They want to wait until the last possible minute to avoid putting the ring on your finger. Okay, you just need to be better at the game. When they say they don't like playing games, what happened was the last person they were with was better at the game than they were. They just want to disarm you. So next time, oh, I don't like, I'm not into games, go, oh, that's good, neither am I, that's awful. Oh, were you with someone really manipulative? Me too. That's terrible. Wow. Just totally play dumb. Me neither. Don't confront him and go, yeah, you lying MFer. Don't even, oh, that's terrible. Me neither. Ugh. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm into total transparency. And then hide things from them. Because they're just saying that to disarm you. Okay, because when women play games, we can totally hide things from them. We can totally lie, we can cheat, and we can get away with everything. Okay, this guy was just with a player that was better than him. And that's why he said that. Now here's another dead giveaway. When a man is accusing you of lying, and you're not, he's a big freaking liar. He's trying to play a game with you. And when he's panicking and saying, you have a lot of drama and I just don't know about you. Oh, okay, well, we don't need to see each other anymore. You need to block, delete him, just refuse to date him anymore. Stop hanging out with him, don't be his friend anymore. Just stop talking to that dude altogether. He's trying to play a little game with you. He's accusing you of lying to him and all this other stuff. That means he's playing a game with you and you're winning and he doesn't like it. If he's accusing you of lying or cheating or doing something and you're not doing anything. That just means he knows that you're better at it than him. Because you're not doing anything. You were actually trying to play it straight with him all along, and he's trying to pull something over on you and he knows he can't get away with it. Okay, that just means he's not a straight shooter, he's not honest. He knows he's not going to get away with stuff with you. He knows you're smarter than him. Okay, he knows he's in over his head with you. He's trying to play a game with you if he's accusing you of doing something you're not doing. Okay. So that's when you stop associating with a guy. You block him. You do all this stuff. He's saying, I'm really going through something. I'm really sorry I was acting like that. I really don't think we should be friends anymore. I really don't like people like you. You just go through your little thing and you just go sort it out. I don't like the way you were accusing me of doing something I wasn't doing. That's really manipulative. You are into games. Okay, so people who say they're not into games, those are the people who like to play games and they don't like losing. That's basically what he's telling you. Okay, and every single man lies. And he may not even consciously think, I need to tell this chick a lie. No, they're just pathological liars. They just tell one lie after another. And they'll look you right in the eye when they're doing it. And those are the guys that like to date chicks that have boyfriends. And they prefer that. They would prefer to date a chick that has a boyfriend or a husband or whatever. That's what they like. Because they know there's another guy, and because they already have somebody. So they know, they're like, well, you already have somebody. They don't like it when you're an actual single person, because they know they have to be more honest with you. They want something they can hold over your head. Go, well, you're married. You can't accuse me of this, that, and the other, because you're married. See, they want you to have more to lose than they have to lose. They don't want you to have a moral high ground. At all. So keep in mind that all men lie. That's what they do. All men play games. They don't like to be confronted about their behavior. You will have the upper hand once you confront them about their behavior. And they only tell the truth when they have no other choice. That's just their nature, you guys. And that's anybody's nature who's trying to get ahead in doing anything. It's not just in relationships. Women, you guys need to quit being so freaking honest. Stop telling men everything. You're at a disadvantage. The more they know, you're at a disadvantage the more men know. Stop telling men things because they're lying to you. Okay? Stop telling them things. Stop telling them all your business. They don't need to know about your kids. They don't need to know everything. They don't need to know how many partners you've had. Stop telling them things. It's none of their they're going to use everything you tell against you. Okay, they are. And they're not telling you everything. They don't want you to know things. They're going to lie to you about things, and it's going to come out. Believe me, men are lying to you about everything. Men are so dishonest, it's not even funny. Really. So, and here's the thing with men. It's easier to ask forgiveness than permission. It's easier to ask forgiveness than permission. That's a men's motto. Because they think we're going to forgive them for everything. That's why you need to make sure he's putting more into the relationship than you are. Because they expect us to forgive them for everything. Because they're going to do a lot of dirt to us, trust me. They're lying to us about everything, and they're going to do us dirty. So they expect us to forgive them for a lot of stuff. That's why they need to be doing more in the relationship than we are. It's true. They need to be doing more. Stop doing so much for them. They're going to be doing a lot of dirty stuff to us. You don't believe me? He's lying to you a lot. He's lying to you about a whole lot, and he's hiding a lot from you. Make him do a lot in the relationship. Do less, make him do more. You need to be asking him for a lot, making him do a lot for you. Stop telling him so much. He's lying to you. And he's playing games. Guys who say they're not into games, that's his first lie. I know. If you didn't already know that, I know that's a heck of a bombshell, and it's not nice. It was not a nice piece of information, but I'm really tired of people say some guy said he's not into games. That's a bunch of bull. That's like the worst lie in the book already. He's already lying. And if he accuses you of doing something you're not doing, he's doing something to you. That's dirty. It's a dirty trick. It's wrong of him. So, I'm so sorry I had to tell you that, but you need to know it. Okay? You're in deep with this one. Get ready to find out a bunch of horrible, horrible things if you're involved with a man. Okay? Do less, make him do more. Because he's already lying to you. He's a man. Okay? He says he's not into games. That's the biggest lie of all. Alright, otherworldlies. You guys have a blessed evening, and I love you all. Bye-bye.